The day I will prioritize blood money, I will prioritize money over integrity. May God take my life, and so shall it be for all of you. The day I will want to accept money, if it is tomorrow, I'm going to accept such money against integrity, against a good name. May God take my life. May I die mysteriously. Who as a person will come out and started claiming that Jonathan must leave the office, must resign because of insecurity. The same insecurity that he masterminded. Now Tinubu is claiming that his enemies are using insecurity to remove him from office. To allow the Chinese to come into Nigeria and direct our Nigeria police force personnel. It will never be well with all of you. How much is their salary as compared to their contemporaries in other nations where the police will stop you and your mind will be at peace?
Yoruba Parapọ̀ TV, ẹ máa gbọ́, ẹ máa wò ó, ẹ subscribe síbẹ̀, ẹ like ẹ. Bó bá ṣe ń lọ, àwa ò ní jẹ́ kétí yín ó di sí o. Yoruba Parapọ̀ TV, àgbàlẹ́tù ọmọdé làwó.
Rotimi Daniel gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Awíkókó ti fi àìdùnnú rẹ̀ hàn nípa bí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ṣe rí, pàápàá jùlọ nípa ipò tí àwọn ọlọ́pàá wà lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ó ní owó tó ń san fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá kéré púpọ̀, débi pé wọn ò ní ṣe àṣemọ́ṣe rárá, àti pẹ̀lú pé ẹni tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ nílùú òyìnbó, pàápàá gẹ́gẹ́ bí irú ọlọ́pàá báyìí, owó ribiribi náà níjọba ń san fún wọn. Ó wá sọ ìyà tí Tinubu kọ sí ọmọ Nàìjíríà wípé ìwà ìbìkítà ni o, wípé kò yẹ kó jẹ́ irú Tinubu náà ló máa fìyà jẹ àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ó wá ní gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni èèyàn kéèyàn tó bá ń robi ọmọ Nàìjíríà, inú bí sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn. Ó wá sọ nípa ìrírí rẹ̀ torí nígbà tó wà nílùú òyìnbó, nígbà tó ra mọ́tò kan nínú èyí tí àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti dá dúró, tí wọ́n sì bá sọ̀rọ̀, tí wọ́n ní kó máa lọ láyọ̀ lálàáfíà láì gba kọ́bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Nínú èyí tó sọ pé tó bá jẹ́ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ni òbítíbitì owó lonítọ̀hún máa san. Ó wá ti wá korò ojú sí ìwà tí àwọn olórí orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ń wò sí àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ ẹ̀ka ti ológun àti àwọn agbófinró lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ tí Rotimi Daniel sọ̀pọ̀ ńbẹ̀, bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ ṣe pé àwọn èèyàn gbàgbọ́ pé Rotimi Daniel kì í fẹ́ rí ní àwọn onígbàgbọ́ láàtàn, ṣùgbọ́n ṣá ó ti sọ ìdí tó fà àti ipò tó ń fi orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà sí inú èyí tí kò sí ń bẹ, tí wọ́n sì ti ń fi ìyà jẹ àwọn ọmọnìyàn. Ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ kì í fi bẹ́ẹ̀ dùn lẹ́nu tèmi. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ gbọ́ ohun tí Rotimi Daniel sọ nípa àwọn ọlọ́pàá orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àti nípa Tinubu tìka lára rẹ̀ àtàwọn tí wọ́n jọ ń ṣèjọba. Tó wá jẹ́ gbà àkọ́kọ́ lẹ́yìn wò wá, àbáyé ìdíje olólùfẹ́ wa tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ṣùgbọ́n ẹ ò tí ì tẹ subscribe button síbẹ̀. Àwa ń bẹ̀ yín ni o, ẹ bá wa tẹ̀ sójú ẹ̀, ẹ bá wa dọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ káwa náà ó sì bá yín dọ́rẹ̀ẹ́. Ẹ wá má gbàgbé o, ẹ ti aago pélébé tí ń bẹ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́, èyí tí ó máa ràn yín létí nígbàkúùgbà tá a bá ti wà lórí ètò. Ẹ̀já ṣíà ẹ̀, ẹ̀já máa bẹ́tù òun bọ̀.
Talking about Nigerian police force now, that is now police personnel that is sick now, yet there is no money to go to the hospital. Because some of us, we angrily and amusingly share videos of Nigerian police force personnel that are drunk. And we record them. We post them on social media. Yes, social media for awareness. But this is not the time to be laughing when we see such videos. This is not the time to be sharing such videos just for sharing sake, for viewers, for money, whatever reason. As far as our survival is concerned, this is the time to be weeping and crying for the nation Nigeria. That the people that are employed in one way or the other, we will get there, who are legally able to carry firearms. We see them in such situations as they are today, and we are not afraid as a people. And we are not sad as a people. It beats my imagination. We are not weeping. We are not crying. We are not shouting at the top of our voices. We just carry on as though nothing has happened. Are they not also human beings? You are the wickedness on their own part too. I'm coming there. Some of you will say, "Go to me. Maybe you don't know what they have done to my family." We are coming there. We will state all of them out so that they will know, they themselves, that anytime about koloro to shake or not fair shady. We are coming there, but let's tackle the root causes Let's take it to the government. These useless people in government, starting from the presidency, both past and present. That we will see the children of the elite who have swallowed the children of the politicians who have destroyed us as a people. We see what they do to our police officers. You think they're happy? You think they're not weeping? Now, to the best of my knowledge, there are so many psychiatric evaluations being done on average police officers in Canada, in US, going to their military officers or their veterans. In Nigeria, the Nigeria police will be looking at the color of your vehicle. Nigeria police will be telling you that this gray that you're looking at is not gray, it is harsh color. We're going to be talking about the root causes of all of this madness going on in our country when it comes to Nigeria Police Force, which is an entity that these useless government officials use to perpetrate their evil. One of those days, I just woke up and I went to Kadila. I remember taking my Mercedes Benz there because I've always been a lover of Mercedes Benz. I'm not advertising, but it's my choice. I said, how much are you going to give me on this my Benz if I want to carry a car? Okay, well, let's start from the kind of vehicle you want. So I move all around. The best option, very close to the driving experience of Mercedes Benz, then was Jeep Wrangler. I don't know how many of you know Jeep Wrangler. It looks rugged. It's like a G-Wagon. So I picked the latest version. The kilometer on that vehicle was only 300. Everything was perfect, and they vinyl wrapped it. Original color from inside is red. Outside is vinyl wrapped to protect the original paint. So the outside color is like the color of these cowries. So they gave me the price. I bargained. I did everything. Okay, how much are you going to give me on my Benz so that it will serve as down payment for financing this lovely ride? I didn't tell my neighbors that I was going out. I just woke up after I think I had 6 hours left on my rest that day. So I was waiting. After the 6 hours, I'll be expecting a call from work. So I drove all the way to southwest of Calgary that year. So when we bargained and I did everything, my head was just on. I said, I'm working hard. Let me enjoy my money. Under 45 minutes. Listen to what I'm saying. Because I have good credit score. I have my very good driver's license. I have very good insurance company that was insuring my Benz. I called them. I said, this is what I'm taking now. What is going to be my new whatever if I want to go comprehensive insurance? You know, within minutes. After 45 minutes, I threw the key of the Benz. Bam! I threw it at them. I carried my new car. I went home. And I went to bed straight. So my Filipino friends, they saw the vehicle at the front of the house. Said, Timmy, can you see that this vehicle? I said, that's my vehicle. Said, get inside, piam piam, you know. Tálàrọ̀ ọba ti ní pé kó rọ yín sá, ọlọ́sùn òní jó san yín, Mr. Tinubu, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mi yọ sọ, you have pushed us to that extent. Tí aláàrọ̀ ọba ní kó rọ yín, ọlọ́sùn òní jó san yín, alẹ́lẹ́wà ẹ̀ kò ní lẹ́yìn. And it is not only you, everyone in that government masterminding how Nigerians are being killed in thousands. It will never be well with any one of you. May you reap the wickedness upon Nigeria. May you reap in multiple folds in the lives of your children and family members, both home and abroad. So today, Tinubu could shamelessly, because he thinks that Nigerians forget easily. Nigerians want to give them rice, and you give them Ankara. nothing matters again. And you're right. We deserve the wickedness being measured unto us. That in the issue of Nigeria, we will find one entity that will be calling APC. They'll be saying, on your mandate we shall stand. And we have not only damaged our own lives, we have also damaged the lives of the children we have not even given birth to. Because of our wickedness and because of our self-centeredness. And ask me anywhere, anytime, I will tell you that for the very first time, I am ashamed of being a Yoruba person. I am so ashamed of being called a Yoruba man. I am so ashamed of having anything, even the language. So ashamed. And for what it's worth, we are the reason why Nigeria is collapsing, why Nigeria doesn't have peace and will never have peace. Because of somebody's evil agenda, just to be called a president. Look at where Nigeria is today, despite the fact that they are killing people every now and then. Killing us like fowl, like flies. His own agenda is that he wants to run for second term, and the judiciary is there. They keep adjusting papers up and down to accommodate for this madness. It will never be well with all of you. I will not speak out of the brutality you have measured up to the society first. Let's start from the root cause. I will make us understand today that from experience, because some of you will say, that is how it is all over. Sometimes in 2018 or so, I remember vividly, I was, the job I had then, when I say class 1 railway sector in Canada then, when we talk about our income, it is not a joke. Even though we didn't have let me say personally, I didn't have a life. Because when I come back from a trip, because we travel all over Canada, US. So, when I come back from a trip, I get home, before I leave the office, I will put in all the details of my trip and how many hours I want for rest. And back then, because I was there in the sector, I wanted to quickly build up hours. I would take 8 hours. At times, I would take 12. Before you say Jack Robinson, before you even sleep very well, you are already off rest. Once it is 12 hours, your name goes back on the pool and they can call you anytime. Now, looking at the pool, you might be on number 20. It doesn't mean that you're going to work tomorrow, even if it is money. Because before you know it, some people might call in sick, some people might do whatever. It might be busy and all the 19 people will be called and you will be the next. And if you are on number 1, it doesn't mean that you are going to be called that day. You don't know when you are going to work. You don't know when you are coming back home. That was the nature of my job back then. But when they pay you every 2 weeks, your body will vibrate. You will know that money enter your account. So, where am I getting at? One of the nights, I think 2 months after buying that vehicle, I was cruising around with my toaster or toasty lamape. I asked a lady out then. I said we should just hang out as friends. So we're cruising around 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. all over. We're just driving around. After about 40 minutes of driving around, the police lights began to shine behind me. Popo. And I parked. Relaxed. My hands on the wheels. And the lovely police guy came beside me. Hello, good evening. With so much respect. How are you doing? I greeted my friend too. She said, okay, fine. Sir, we ran the license plate. blah, blah, blah. Hope you don't have a fire. I said, well, I don't have firearm. Why are you asking me that question? Oh, your license plate shows that you are this. Don't let me go into details. So yeah, but this vehicle is supposed to be red. Why is it white? Immediately I pointed to the inside of the vehicle, and the policeman, with so much respect, you can be on your way. Have a wonderful night. In Nigeria, when a policeman stops you against what it should be, the police is your friend. Immediately, the natural hatred, sometimes you don't even know whether it is your relative. You don't want to know whether it is your relative that is stopping you. There is this hunger. There is this, I can't find the right word to describe that feeling now, but you understand what I'm saying. Let's now go back. Knowing fully well that there is an intentional act as supported by this evil constitution that we use, such that it is a gain to the government. It is a tool in the hands of the government to make sure that our Nigeria police force personnel are seen as our enemies. It is an intentional plan. I am telling you the truth. Some of you will be like, how do you mean, Rotimi? I will explain. Number one, don't ever forget that this Nigeria police force guys that we're talking about, including the one that just unalived somebody about a few days ago, the Nigerians are still sitting comfortably in their houses as though nothing has happened. That was a guy who happens to be a brother to somebody, who happens to be a son to already suffering Nigerian. Because if that family were to be okay, probably nobody would be able to send him on an errand that cut his life short. Now, these personnel that are wearing this aṣọ ọ̀fọ̀ tí wọn ò dẹ̀ ní bọ́lẹ̀ láíláí àfi tó bá ń ṣe dáadáa nínú wọn. What exactly or how much is their salary as compared to their contemporaries in other nations where the police will stop you and your mind will be at peace? Before they even ask for food, they are asking, Daddy, Mommy, am I going to school today? Then as an average Nigeria police, he said, you will not be able to go to school today because I am not able to raise your school fees yet. The children that are of age are already seeing their daddies, who are Nigeria police force personnel officers, as failures, and their mothers as failures. Why? Because they are not able to provide them with basic needs of life. We're not talking about wants, basic needs of life. Go back and check all our police barracks. Go back and check and see their living conditions. Where an average police in other countries will never be an associate to kidnappers. You will never find them lending guns to armed robbers like they do in Nigeria. How much is this evil government stealing billions paying them? Let's talk about that first and foremost. A man, a woman who is supposed to go and guide and protect life and citizens, he is leaving his or her house in the morning or going for night duty. In the morning, as he or she is leaving, the children, either 2 or 3 or even 1, they are crying of hunger. Daddy, Mommy, what are we going to eat today? So, By going to work, don't forget that this Nigeria police officer that we're talking about, be it a man or a woman, he slept. He tried to sleep last night. There was no light. There was no light. He tried to drink clean water. There was nowhere to even fetch. We're not talking about tap now, because this generation, when we told them that some of us used tap water in that same Nigeria, to them it's like, how do you mean? It is not personally run pipe water. It was government water. Now, we talk about how the vendors will use their bicycle, papum. They bring papers to us, and I remember my granddad and I always reading. And whatever I didn't understand, he will explain to me. Okay. No do. When we got to school back then, we talk about fun times. And you remember the story of Naxin. Maybe he catches a lady with another man socketing. Then in the cartoon, he will now say, if you don't want me to report, make sure that you supply me 50 rounds so that we'll keep quiet. And back then, because of our own little knowledge, we didn't understand what he was saying. And those such magazine, it is wherever they hide it, that maybe when you are cleaning the house, there's a way they will always hide it. We used land phones in our homes. We're not talking about GSM. I am taking us back to the memory lane, root causes of why our Nigeria police force is not only deadly, but there is not even what to describe them now. We use pipe-borne water. And that is why in social studies, then in school, we could talk about infrastructures. When you mention infrastructures and basic amenities today, in the presence of the children of this generation, they don't understand. How many of you remember that even vendors will come and drop newspaper, Vanguard, Punch, Good Day, mention it. They even drop what's the name of this magazine for adults who might want to buy it that time? The Naxin. How many of you remember Naxin? Naxin has to do with the story of I think it was part of Tony Tomato magazine in the early 80s. I can't remember. That they would draw the rich man, the vehicle. Those days are long gone. So today, when you ask an average university kid, Kilonja social amenities, they don't know. They don't know. So, an average Nigeria police force guy or woman sleeps last night. Osina, Inu Oru, he slept in the heat of the night. And despite trying to sleep, the mosquitoes will never allow him. We are talking, but in Nigeria, even the ones that cannot pass elementary exams, as long as they have connections and they can go by the wants of the immediate boss, when it comes to their selfish wants, they give them guns. This is somebody who just displayed madness about a few days ago, before you gave him that gun, before you employed him. Where are the psychiatrists to carry out evaluation on them? Light up, thank you. Where are they? Now, at the end of the day, how many of their children, if they are going out in the morning, do they have assurance that if they truly want to defend properties and lives of Nigerians, even if it will cost them their lives, they are leaving their houses in the morning? They are so sure that the government will not take care of their wives and children. The government will not take care of their husbands and children if something happens to them. This is a job. I will tell you another one. root cause. In 2023, I went to IOM. I did a video for them too. Now look at these good for nothing entities. You collect thousands of naira from Nigerians for medical tests because they want to travel out and they are desperate. And when they line up in front of that IOM, they don't know how important they are as persons. They allow the security useless men that you put there to harass them, to talk to them anyhow. That is what we do to ourselves. Then the last time I checked, if IOM has their office in Canada, in US, in UK, I am asking them today, will they allow patients to stand under the sun, to stand under the rain? Nigeria is finished. Nigeria is under siege. Kudos to Nigerian politicians and the likes of Baba Adeboye. Kudos to them. But Iran you only escape judgment in there for Nigeria. And directly in front of IOM, in front of that IOM, if it is IOM, they call that office, where you go to for medical test before you can get visa to travel. Right in front of that IOM, there is a mini estate of few houses there, painted gray. I was opportune to see what is happening there, that it is even owned by Chinese. And guess what happened? That 2023 that I said I was there. Toyota Land Cruiser, like 3 or 4 came and they were driving everybody. Move. Nigeria Army being used to protect Chinese on Nigeria soil. Shame on all of you Nigerian politicians. But when you go to their own countries, you are non-entities because they know that you are all thieves. You are all thieves. You are all morons. You are all bastards. But immediately they bring money for one project or the other. Evil projects that all of you are doing all around. Killing Nigerians because of the resources you are finding in the forest. Nigerians can no longer go to their own farms again because of the evil collaboration you Nigerian politicians are having with the Chinese. During lockdown, Nigerians were not allowed to move freely. Yet, Chinese came to Nigeria and you Nigerian politicians told us that they escaped. You need that, wọ́n máa gbé òkú ọmọ kání mọ́lé. Gbogbo ẹbí àti ará tẹ́ fẹ́ràn kan máa ń dùn yín nínú, ikú òjijì ó mọ̀ mú wọn lọ lẹ́yìn Nigeria politicians yìí. Starting from the president. How did we get here, guys? Nigerian army personnel were now coming out from the vehicles. Move. Cocking gun. Are you going to kill Nigerians because a useless Chinese lady wanted to enter into their bloodthirsty, blood-filling apartments? And you lori buruku. So we're talking about the root causes. What actually makes Nigeria police force to be deadly? To the extent that look at what our Nigeria police force offices seem like. Ilé ẹran ó dájú ibi tí Nigeria police ń lò lọ ní Nigeria lady ẹja mi tí ń bá parọ́. Only few ones that we can bold of that are even averagely neat. How can you be in such office and expect that psychologically you will be normal as a person? I am asking you, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ ọ̀gá ọlọ́gá nídìí iṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá. Is it not better that you leave such positions? I am even asking, the money, the illegal money that you people collect, all this one, if actually this money means something to all of you, then the question you should be asking is, why are you still working? Why are you not retiring to go and enjoy that money? Do you know what it means? It means it is not the money that is your problem. It is lack of contentment that is your number one problem, you Nigeria police force. This is another job whereby if you want to stand out, that the money we are collecting as an average Nigeria police officer, no, it is wrong to be collecting this kind of money from the populace. You are saying it to yourself. Sorry. That when I'm going out today, I will do everything within my signed responsibility and constitution. I will make sure that I do not make life difficult for Nigerian citizens. But as you are leaving office in the morning, your commissioner, the assistant commissioner, your DPO, whatever position they occupy, they are telling you that this is an amount of money you must bring back from your patrol. Have you considered this? That DPO, that commissioner, are they not people's family members? Yes. Somebody who cannot beat them can easily leave them. But do you know that lives of some junior police officers are in so much danger that even if they leave, they have threatened them that they feel that they will go and expose them. So they cannot leave. So they have to join them. And that is why I go back to that proverb. The Yoruba elders said that wọ́n ní amúkùn ẹrù ẹwọ́, ó ní òkèlè ń wò ẹ̀wò sàlẹ̀. Is it that when we even see videos of those who have served the Nigeria police force for 30-something years of their lives and they are dying like non-entities? You think the ones that are still in service, they will open their eyes for Tinubu and Co. to keep damaging their lives without having something to fall back on? I'm asking, what exactly have we not seen done to our police force? There are Chinese, useless Chinese people that are non-entities in their own countries are able to come to Nigeria. They are giving 1,000 to our Nigeria police force, guys, and they are recording. How many of you remember that video? How many of you remember that video about 2 years ago? Giving 1,000. How much is 1,000? Less than $1 US dollars. Giving 1,000 naira to our Nigeria police force personnel and recording it, posting it on social media. All of you government officials who have been in the game of masterminding this direct to our Nigeria police force, ní nísìnyí àwọn ọmọ yín ò ní jẹyàn. A mọ̀ pé some of your children ikú ti ń pa wọ́n, ìmí ń ya wèrè, ẹ̀kan ń pa rẹ́kọ̀dì ẹ̀rẹ́ ní ṣé kò sí níbẹ̀ ni. If you remove the record from the hospitals, both home and abroad, have you been able to remove the madness from the life of your children? Politicians, I'm asking you. You allow the Chinese, despite all we see in their own countries, you allow the Chinese to come into Nigeria and rape our Nigeria police force personnel. It will never be well with all of you. And I will enlighten us today that the way we now see our Nigeria police force, guys, it is a big, important tool in the hands of the politicians and the elites. You know why? Because naturally, we see them as enemy. Yet, they are the ones that the government will use against us when we are asking for our constitutional rights. And I might just be using Nigeria police force as a case study. It doesn't exclude the madness going on in the Nigerian army. How many ladies have come out in the last how many years claiming that they are bosses because they will not agree to useless sexual advances from the bosses. They started maltreating, they started victimizing these ladies. Yet Nigeria did what? Nigeria kept quiet as though everything was normal. When such people die, you say, why didn't she speak up? Why didn't she speak up? Even the guys that spoke up, what have we been able to do? Did we rise up? Did we shut down the country because of them? Enough of this madness. No. It is a roller coaster. And that reminds me of the most recent arrest by Nigerian army. So does it mean that all the videos of the Nigeria soldiers who I came across with, that I saw about some years ago, how many of you saw the video of that Nigerian soldier who at war front was eating? What was he even eating? They did not even have water to drink. How many of you remember that video? So if somebody like me had made a video and explained to Nigeria politicians that look at your lives, you are stealing billions, hiding the billions abroad for your children that will never become anything but sources of pain to all of you. To those wives that will always bring pain to you and shame and disrepute. Nígbà tí wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣẹ̀sín lábẹ́ àwọn sugar boys wọn, wọ́n á máa fi yín ṣẹ̀sín àgbáyé lẹ́yìn wèrè akíndánidání ìka òjẹ̀lú yìí. So if somebody like myself had made that video, what it means is if I had come to Nigeria, if I did it that last year, then I came to Nigeria, they will apprehend me and say that, hey, you are exposing the army. All of you people overseeing the management of Nigeria army personnel and Nigeria police force, but you are embezzling the money. I want to retire. You don't allow them to get their pension. If you want to business, Elédùmarè ò ní fèrè fún yín. Omi àtẹran àtẹ̀jẹ yín, Elédùmarè á máa fi dè yín. So at the end of the day, the relationship that is currently existing between Nigerians and this police force and Nigeria army and what have you, it is an important tool in the hands of the government officials. It is an intentional tool. It is a weaponized tool to make sure that things are like that. Because if there is an association between the citizens and these police force personnel, definitely the government will know that there is no hiding place for them. However, in all of these things, do we not deserve the kind of leaders that we have? That Justice Clark will make a video to say that our Nigerian soldiers are not being taken care of and it poses a danger to the safety and security of that nation. Then the same Nigerian soldiers that this guy is speaking for arrested him and they mentioned this, they allege the kind of punishment that was dished out to this guy. The same way English Alaji was arrested. Why were they arrested? For exposing the evil agenda of this government. Sunday is around the corner. Some of you will say you're going to church. Most especially Redeem. Baba Adeboye has been in the business of saying that God has told him this, God has told him that. His own video is another one entirely. But the most recent one is where Baba says that his God, his father, already told him ahead of 2027 who the Nigeria president will be. And I weep for anybody who still sees himself or herself as a Redeemed member. You are nothing but a pawn on chessboard. This Baba, when I was being voracious and talking against him and others, you people said I was disrespectful. Give me one quality in Baba Adeboye that deserves or earns respect. I still saw the video where Baba carry placard. Jonathan must go. I saw another post which I made. I shared. Baba said Yaya Bello is a man after God's heart, a man of God. James Ibori, a man of integrity. How many of you saw that? These are men that deprived your fathers and mothers and you yourselves the kind of decent and sane life that you should have had. It's the same person your religious father is praised, or is praising them that they are men after God's heart. And all of a sudden, 2020 is still fresh in the memories of so many homes. Did they even release the corpses of their killed loved ones? Did they release the corpses? No. Because Tinubu wanted to be president. How many of you listened to the voice note, to the voice recording of 2 girls to Tinubu? I think I saw it about a few weeks ago, that they were calling him a wicked soul. That in the history of Nigeria, Tinubu, no matter how much any one of you gets paid to make sure that Nigeria is grounded in multiple folds, all your loved ones, they will keep becoming victims of bloodshed everywhere in Nigeria. All of you judiciary, ẹ̀yin bàbá òṣì àti ìyá òṣì yàrá dáradá ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú. What is the usefulness of your education? 5 years in university. I don't know how many years in law school. I don't know how many years of practice that you went for masters, you did this, you did that, only for you to become a senior advocate of Nigeria. Yet all of you are so useless that in the face of darkness, no light can shine forth from you. That a non-entity is now the one using your heads to knock each other. All of you should be ashamed of yourselves. If any one of you were to be my dad, I would have gone for a change of name. If any one of you had been my mom, I would have gone for a change of mother. You are not worthy to have the children that you have, all of you involved in this madness. A non-entity came, and because of money, the day I will prioritize blood money, I will prioritize money over integrity. May God take my life, and so shall it be for all of you. The day I will want to accept money, if it is tomorrow, I'm going to accept such money against integrity, against a good name. May God take my life. May I die mysteriously. The day I will collect money without shame. So despite all your years of schooling, so you have a price for your conscience. That in the history of Nigeria, we just told our children that they can begin to forge certifications if they want to become politicians. It will not be well with all of you. As Nigerians are grieving today, they are weeping. They cannot even weep tears again. It is blood we are weeping. And you see all the killings, you see all the kidnappings going on in the nation. Yet, the senators, the House of Assembly, they cannot come together with the judiciary and say anyone that is caught kidnapping, that same day or the second day, let the judgment be this and see whether these things will stop or not. But you will not come together except when you want to share evil blood money. It will not be well with any one of you. Then a non-entity came. You now adjusted the constitution to allow for certificate forgery. And because you know Nigerians are just educated, but they are still illiterate. You know we are educated. We can speak good grammar. We even abuse one another. We make jest of one another when we don't speak Queen's English. Useless set of people. Why are you sounding like this? This is how to pronounce she. This is not how to pronounce death. Despite all our academic qualifications, both home and abroad, the only thing we cannot decode, the Bible, the Quran, and the Constitution of Nigeria, with which they are running our lives. I challenge all of you that can read and write today. Go and pick the Nigerian Constitution and see that your religious wolves, they all know that Nigeria is centralized on Sharia law. Either you like it or not, I'm saying it today. Go and take that Constitution and see it. Why do you think they're in the north? They run the show as though Nigeria is their private entity. And yet, we see a senior police officer right behind somebody who is wearing Ijoba police uniform.
Yorùbá Parapọ̀ TV ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ máa wò ó ẹ subscribe síbẹ̀ ẹ like ẹ bó bá ṣe ń lọ àwa ò ní jẹ́ kétí yín ó di sí o. Yorùbá Parapọ̀ TV àgbàlẹ́tù ọmọdé làwọ̀.